Hi everyone, it's me Melanie from Hammer Stardust, and today is Ruby Tuesday. Welcome. I made a journal. I actually was trying to make like a collection, like a couple of them, and I started on others, but I didn't embellish this one, and I have a couple of other covers that I haven't finished because I was inspired by the Flower Sellers digital kit, and I wanted to make like different journals for different sellers. So this is the one that I have today. I'm not feeling great, so I'm working very slowly, and I put a little tag there. And these two covers are pretty much almost the same. They're very similar, but the other ones that I'm making are not. They're different fabrics, but these two are pretty much the same. So I'm gonna show you the one that I finished and I embellished. Okay, so this is the one, and you can see the cover is like a fabric cover, and this is the lady that I have on this one. I put her in this bucket. Okay, so let's get into it. I showed you the lady. This is the inside. There's a tuck spot here and a pocket that I used one of the digitals for this one. And for this journal I wrote it down. I mostly use the newer kits, the Flower Sellers Love and Light Creme Brulee. I used a lot of the Creme Brulee one, Message of Love, and a lot of the wallpapers also, because I was experimenting on printing on different types of paper. But I also used from other different kits, bits and pieces that I had laying around. So this is from another one, and I made this little pocket on here. It's just a tiny tag and a vintage piece of paper in here. A little bit of lace. I was trying to use like lace a lot, but I kind of forgot to put a lot of, there's not a lot of textiles inside of this one. This is also from her digitals, and I just backed it with another digital so that it looks pretty. And this is like a postcard thing, like a vintage postcard thing. I put it in here. The first spread is always gonna be like the one that I like the most, the one that I try to make the nicest. And since it was the Flower Sellers, there's a lot of flowers and pages from flowers and stuff. So there's this vintage flower book page, and this is one of her digitals that I printed on this paper that we use here to cook, to make pasteles, and it's almost like kind of see-through. I was experimenting with printing on different kinds of papers, and this is just a little image of some flowers that I think looks nice there. So I like how this paper prints out because I like how it's like see-through, especially for this like the patterns ones. This goes here. This is just a ledger paper. This is one of her printables one of her digitals that I printed on construction paper, like the kids use, like the ones for kids. And I actually liked how it prints out because there's a texture to it, so it looks really nice. This is just a coffee dyed paper, and I just see how I printed on a paper, like on a book page of like an encyclopedia. It's very thin, So it looks really, I'm gonna show you. It looks really cool because it kind of bleeds to the back. But I just put this one in here because I wanted something on there, because I had that paper clip on there all by itself. And then I put this image and I was like, well, let me put that on there so that it looks kind of, and it looks pretty. This is from the creme brulee kit, I'm pretty sure. It's just a little ephemera piece, and this is from a book on flowers. And I just put that right in there. This is a book page that I made into a pocket. Like I folded it up and I just left a pocket. And it's like there's a flower on the other side. This is one of her digitals, and I printed this one on lined paper, just like normal lined paper. And that one's also very cool because it also bleeds through. And this is just a piece of like a scrapbook paper, a vintage letter, and a playing card that I put here in the pocket. Let's see if this video is not 100 hours. This is just, see, I also printed on this like music paper. This one's not vintage, this is just the one that they sell on the store for people to use. And I buy it and I usually dye it, but I printed on it and I love the way it looks also. So there's a lot of ideas. This is one of her, this is from the creme brulee kit, and I just glued a little flower on there. This is a vintage letter that's binded into the book. This is one of the digitals printed on the encyclopedia paper that I said, and it comes out really thin. And I just put it in here. I think the person might want to glue it. It works really well if you just glue it on a page because it's so thin. And a tag that I made from some scrapbook paper. I made a pocket here with this dyed coffee dyed paper. I glued on here also, as you can see, it's also like this paper. It's one of her digitals, and these little stamps that I love that she has. And in here I just put some stuff like a vintage book page piece that has flowers, a ledger paper, and a piece of like a letter, handwritten letter. This is also from the creme brulee kit, and this is another paper, like a book page that I printed on. I think this is one of the wallpapers, and I think it looks so cool. So it's like a good idea for, you know, book pages that we have that we're not, you know, we have so many book pages because we use the covers. Bless you, baby. And we can just print on them. And this is the other side. Most of the papers that were longer, I just fold them because I think the person can either make a pocket or take that piece out and use it somewhere else. So this is a tag, and this is a little vintage piece or antique of like a ticket or something. It's very cute. This is a picture from the old vintage garden book. A page. And I folded the page onto the other side. It said first flowers of spring. And I put here an image of another flower. And this is also from the creme brulee kit. I did a little cluster of textiles. I put this lace on here, this French antique lace that I love. It's so thin and delicate. And this is just another ledger paper that I had. This is the other side of that book page that I printed on. As you can see, how cool, how pretty it looks. So in this pocket, I glued this piece from one of the kits that I loved, and I put in here just a vintage tag, a little bit of like paper, decorative paper, and one of those pages that I printed. I think this is one of the wallpapers, I'm not sure, that I printed on the encyclopedia page, and you can see how it bleeds through to the other side, and I just really love that. I think it looks so cool, and it would look really cool as a page in a journal, and I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh my god, I gotta hurry up because my phone's running out of battery. I always forget to show, so I hope I'm on frame because I can't even see. This is the other side of that letter, and this is also from one of the kits, and this one is also printed on the construction paper. I just really love the texture and the feel that it gives it. I'm not sure what kit this one's from, but I just put the whole part in here. I backed it. Because I thought it looks really cool, taking up the whole page. And then this is the other side of that music paper. And this is an ephemera piece from the creme brulee kit, I'm pretty sure, that I just embellished. This is the other side of that book, see, with the flower. And I glued this from one of her digitals, and this is also from one of her digitals. And this one I printed on like drawing paper, and I try to make it look old. This is a piece from like a really old book, and the pages are really thick, so I think they can make really cool tags. So I just put it in there in that pocket. See, I leave these pieces on just in case the person wants to make a pocket or just cut it out. It's their choice. This is just another piece of the paper that's kind of see-through that I used, and I put it on there because the paper clip didn't have anything on that side. So this one I also printed on construction paper. And this is one of those little like postcards from places that I have. And this side, this is the last page. I did a pocket with that vintage book page. I paper clipped this little ticket on there, and this is also from the creme brulee kit. Everything is double-sided or backed. All of the ephemera pieces. I just like the contrast of the creme brulee kit with the colorful flower pages and stuff. And this is just a little cute tag that I made, and I put it in there. And that is it. This is like I think 4/4, and I put it on there. And I clipped this card on here, this flower card. It's pretty big and thick, so I thought it would go good in the back of the journal. It fits in the pages, but it fits perfectly there in the back. And that is my journal for this Ruby Tuesday. So I hope you like that, and if you stayed throughout the whole video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have all the links to Ruby and Pearl on the description box, and you can go and check it out. You can check out her YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. And Also, remember to check out all the other ladies. They do really cool things. And that's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.